Good morning. I had a rough night last night. I went to sleep about 8:30, but I woke up at 10:30 with a stomach ache, and it lasted till for about a half hour, and then went away, and I went back to sleep. Then I woke up at 1:30 to just this pouring down raining and lightning, and of course my bladder was full, so I had to wait for a break in the rain a little bit to get out and go to the bathroom. And then I couldn't go back to sleep, and I didn't go back. I was awake for like 3 hours, and I slept a little bit from 4:30 to 5:30, and then I've just laid here and listened to it rain, and it's finally stopped, so I'm getting ready to go. But running super late, and I just had this really bad headache, so I'm going to make sure I drink more fluids today, see if that can go away. So just a ton of first world problems right here at Crawford Pond. I'm going to get going here soon. Well, since I'm complaining, I'm going to go ahead and complain about the mosquitoes here, because I sent my bug dope home thinking I wasn't going to need it anymore because I hadn't had mosquitoes in so long. And so I don't have any bug dope, and my rain pants that I have, this rain, are now too big, and they're so big that when I walk, they like fall all the way past my rear end, and like they'll go to my knees. So I've tried keeping them up with using my hip belt on my pack, and that hasn't been successful. So hope I don't get too eat up today. I'll just have to walk really fast. Nothing like a dead, water-soaked limb breaking off a tree and landing on the ground nearby to get you motivated to get up and get moving. I want to say happy birthday today to my sister Dawn. Happy birthday. I hope you have a great one. Thanks for being such a great older sister. Love you. Making a really good time with this nice flat trail and enjoying it. And I got to the road, I forgot the name of it now, where they do food drops. There were two people there, and I was hoping they were there for food drops because I wanted to leave my trash with them, but they weren't there for food drops. But one of the guys was like, I got too much food. Do you need food? I'm like, what you got? Oh, just got a summer sausage. That'll be delicious tonight. Cut it up, put it in with my food, my ramen. It'll be delicious. Super excited and ready to celebrate the fact that I got 12 miles in before noon, 12 before 12. That hasn't happened in a long time. Thank you, Maine, for finally cooperating. Of course, it started to rain when I stopped here for a rest break and a lunch. Que sera, sera. So I just looked real close at the sausage this guy gave me. I didn't look at it real close. I just threw it in my bag. I thought it was like Hillshire, I assumed, or something. But man, he was carrying the good stuff. I scored.
I was able to get in 22 miles today. That felt really good. It was so nice to have some flat terrain. Just a little up and down a little bit near the end, but it all was great. I'm at Nakamanta Lake, and the lake is behind me. The wind that you hear has been like this, that you're hearing right now, it's been like this all day long. Trees creaking, limbs falling everywhere. And I got a picnic table and my tent set up over there, and the wind quickly dried out my tent. And making my way through the 100-mile wilderness. So here's something kind of funny about this sweet beef jerky that couple gave me. I tasted it and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so good. I've never tasted jerky like this before. So then I was reading on the back, and it says, authentic Taiwanese Asian style sticky sweet beef jerky is unlike anything you've ever had before! Exclamation point. Well, they're right. A little more food trivia. I have not had any Mountain House or any of those prepackaged freeze-dried meals that you can buy at the store. I haven't had a single one of those. The young guy that gave me the summer sausage today tried to unload one on me, and I politely said no thank you. Those just have not been appealing to me at all. The only freeze-dried food I had is the freeze-dried food that my stepdaughter Sydney made for me. So that was delicious, but I haven't purchased any in the pouch, and I probably haven't had mashed potatoes since like North Carolina. Like, I don't know, I just gave up on them. I used to eat them all the time when I ate them a lot on the PCT. They were like my go-to, and I have not on this. It's either been ramen or mac and cheese, or ramen or mac and cheese. I don't know anything else. Or the stuff that had been made for me ahead of time. So he also tried to unload a jar of peanut butter, and I have not carried a jar of peanut butter this whole entire trip. Lots of people have, but I have not. So I'm going to be interested when I get to Able Bridge. That's where the 100-mile wilderness ends. I want to see how much food I actually have left, if any, to see if I would have been fine without the additional food. It'll be interesting. Good morning. Still windy this morning. Waves are crashing in on the shore of the lake. Getting started. Today's the last day that I will do bigger miles. I'm going to do just under 18 miles today, and that will get me pretty close to finishing up the 100-mile wilderness, which I'll do tomorrow with a short day. I'll explain more tonight why I have this strategy, but away I go. Katahdin is so close. It's so exciting. And it looks brutal. It's going to be one heck of a climb. Well, I had to make a couple executive decisions today. The first one that I made was I'm sleeping in the shelter tonight. And the reason I decided I was sleeping in the shelter is because it has been howling wind all day long. I am so surprised I did not have a log fall down on me. Trees were creaking, making all sorts of sounds. I could hear them falling, limbs falling. And I got here at the shelter and I started to pitch my tent. I'm looking around at other downed limbs here and I'm thinking, no, I better stay in the shelter. And as soon as I started setting my stuff up in the shelter, a limb fell on the roof of the shelter. So I think I made a wise choice there. Second executive decision I made today, I was just going to do a little under 18 miles today, but the forecast for Sunday, the day that I wanted to summit, is gotten worse. So it's like 80% chance of rain. So I think I need to summit on Saturday instead. And that means I decided to do 22.2 miles today. And I'll get up early in the morning at 4 because it's crazy. You hike all of these miles. I'm at mile 2,175.5 or 7, something like that. And then the last few miles, they make it so difficult. There's all these hoops you have to jump through. So the first one is there's a kiosk that opens at 7 a.m. and they let 12 through hikers camp at the Birches, which is 9 miles into the base of Katahdin. And that's what I want to do. I want to be able to stay there, but it's first come, first serve. So I'm 3.5 miles from that kiosk right now. So I'm going to get up at 4 and try to be out of here by 5 so I can be there by 6:30 and hopefully be one of the first 12 people there so I can stay at the Birches. This is so complicated. They have flow charts that they keep bridge runners show you, that the hostel owners have been showing you. So the backup plan is if I'm not one of the first 12, then right next to the Birches, which is for through hikers, is a campground for car campers. And if there's any vacancies, which I'm afraid there won't be because it's the weekend, then I could pay for one of those slots. That's plan B. Hoping plan A works. Just have to wait and find out tomorrow. Never a dull moment. It is getting super close. So I had to look. It's 18.6 miles to the top of Katahdin from here. So once I figure out what my slot is for tomorrow, since I'll be there so early, there's actually a little general store there at the campground at a Bowl Bridge, and I'm going to go there and resupply, and I'm going to charge my electronics so I make sure that I have power to take pictures on the top of Katahdin. I can't believe it. It has really cooled off. The high today was 55. So low tonight I think is like 40, 41, something like that. It'd be chilly. All right, remember I said I was going to do a food assessment. So this is what I'll have for dinner tonight. I'll have the rest of these beef sticks, the top ramen at 1.5, and a little dessert there, the Nature's Bakery fig bars. Oops. And then this is what's left over for tomorrow. That's my breakfast, which is my favorite breakfast, Cheez-Its. And then these snacks. So I probably could have gotten by without the, no, I would have eaten all this already. Like I would have definitely needed this for tomorrow. I don't think these 3 fig bars equal that summer sausage, the cashews, and the, what was the, and beef jerky. Yeah, I kind of underpacked there. But resupplying tomorrow. And unfortunately, looks like I'll be walking in with some food. Or fortunately, depending on how you look at it.